we are. Okay, yes, we're back. Welcome, guys. Okay, so this is like part 2 of 4 parts, okay? F.A.M.E Weekly Talk. We do this every week. Yes, we do. Right here on this Instagram page. F.A.M.E Movement, the F.A.M.E Festival, alright? Make sure that you guys follow us on Instagram. Mitchka Max here, that is my name. And we do this, like I said, every week. We do this from this Instagram live, where we talk to some amazing individuals all across the spectrum about their contributions towards the F.A.M.E movement, okay? Food, arts, music, and the environment. Mitchka Max here, that is my name. Want to say hey to the F.A.M.E family. Hey Margaret, hey Badu. So up next, we're going to be chatting with, listen, I went online on Instagram. I had to, okay? And I saw all her photos. The beer bottles, the bus stop, the people, the mannequin in the street. I was like, what is this about? I can't wait to hear her story, okay? So she's going to be chatting with us. Yes, Kadiejra O'Neal. Yeah, graduated from the university. You know, I should probably let her tell her story for real, okay? But let me just tell you, okay? So she was raised in Barbados, and she works predominantly with paint and with photography, and she works, again, exploring physical and emotional relationships, all right? So we're going to talk about that with Kadiejra for sure. We're going to have a conversation. Hi, Aries. How are you doing? Yes, yes, yes. So, guys, like I said before, this week's theme, out in the open. Hi Jillian, how are you doing? Want to say hey to Mr. Philip Scantlebury. Philip 7, how are you doing? You're good? Okay. Remember, guys, we're coming to you live from
Oh my god, what is happening? Hi Kian, how are you doing? F.A.M.E Weekly Talk, we're coming to you guys live from my section. Barbados. Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Those are some awesome glasses, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
So nice. Okay, so welcome to the F.A.M.E family. Thank you so much for stopping by, having a conversation with us.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. So, what do we need to know? Tell us, what do we need to know?
Well, I have been studying photography for a while. I've been doing it at least for 10 years minimum, and I also tend to do some painting and some film and some performance art as well as photography. Graduated from Ryerson University in Toronto in 2017 with my Bachelor of Fine Arts, and ever since then I've just been working on expanding my practice and doing more shows, more exhibitions, and just focusing on my art.
Wow, sounds like amazing, like a lot of things, like exciting things happening, right? You just list it all for us. Sorry, I'm thinking just photography, like, oh, well, and she did that.
Yeah.
Everything is there for us. Okay, so before I lose my train of thought, I want you to just walk us through one of your shows.
In general, you get an art show. They send out an invitation to a gallery show with a title, with a theme. One submits if you have work that pertains to the theme, and then if you're chosen by the curator, your work goes up in the show, and then you get a nice little listing for your CV. So I've been focusing on doing a lot of international shows recently. Had some work recently just showed in China, some work in Italy, and currently have some pieces up in South Africa.
Jeez, impressive. Wow. Okay, and these pieces are painting. What are they?
Photography and performance art, actually. I have a few films. The one in South Africa is an actual short film about Black identity, and the one in China and Italy was a short film as well. I tend to go more for my printed form. If I can send something to a show or submit something to a show, or even here locally through Artists Alliance or Lime Grove Gallery, or send a video that I've made, a little short narrative piece about some cultural exploration, or my performance art, which is more of a self-investigation. And then I just make sure that I get that to the gallery, get that up on the walls, and have that as the exposure for myself and my practice.
Wow. Is this something that you've always wanted to do?
I'll say predominantly yes. I've always wanted to be an artist. I've always wanted to paint and have my work up on walls, but then I started narrowing more on photography when I was around 14, when I started doing NIFCA here in Barbados. And after having my response at NIFCA, winning a few awards and won a gold as a junior, I started more going towards the photographic side, focusing on the printed form, the printed image, versus a more free flow expression image, like with painting itself. So that's been my focus, to just own my art and explore the different mediums and disciplines within the art world.
Wonderful. It's almost like no boundaries, right? None whatsoever, right? Do it
Thank you.
all. Fantastic. But so what would you say like motivates you to, to appease? And I know that's a very broad question because you do so many different forms of art. But anybody want to share that? If you're doing, like you say, a still piece, if you're doing a performing art piece, what kind of motivates you?
I like to tell stories or explore stories. So I like to focus it more on physical relationships, emotional relationships. I want to be able to convey a message and express things to my audience and have them have an emotional response when they see my work, whether it be personal or a general response. I like to be able to convey a little narrative through my work that might be able to be picked up by the audience, that will cause them to relate to their own lives and their own experiences, and maybe see that through my work, or at least start to investigate their own experiences and maybe even investigate art itself.
Absolutely. I'm sitting here in absolute awe. I'm like, what?
Thank
Mark is
you.
like, yes, I totally she's pretty good. Wow. So I went on Instagram. I was curious. I had to see, what your work was about, and I saw everything from a depiction of Mother Sally. I don't know if it was Mother Sally, but pretty much the same structure. I saw that to a bounce bottle, a bear bottle. That I saw mannequins at a random street. I don't know. Was it here in Barbados? I'm not really sure. But
Yeah.
like just a layer of almost everything. Again, the message behind it. What were you going for when you decide, okay, I'm gonna do the pictures of these mannequins? Because I've never seen anything like this really done before from that light. At least what I thought it was. So if you can just explain to me, and again, audience, make sure that you go on Instagram and you see the picture I'm talking about. What was the message behind it?
Well, if you go through my Instagram, yeah, I tend to post my images in rows of 3 to tell a little story. Because I know when you get to the phone and you see the interface, you see the 3 photos first before you click on the individual photos. So I've been centering my page based on little stories, 3 in a row. Sometimes, like with the one with the mannequin, it was just my walk that day, my walk to the bus stop. Found things on the street, found things around me, took photos, posted that. And that was that day journey. And then other times they're more creative, more conceptual. 3 in a row, I tend to take a lot of photos of the bus itself and the journey riding in the ZR. I actually made a recent series out of that, which is now on virtual display, being sponsored by the NCF. So that's been going well, getting a lot of reception from that. And then I also like to post just visual concepts as well, like with the portraiture or the still lives, just more captivated things through just imagery, and be able to just show 3 things at a time and captivate my audience with little stories that pull them together in that row and pull them together in the next row and the row after that, that just focus on the images and focus on the storytelling behind the images, which is usually just an experience that I've had as artists.
Wow, fantastic. Again, I'm laughing because I'm looking at Margaret. Her face just says it all, right? Every time I look over, she's like, I look at her face. So again, you have shows, like you said, pieces in Africa. There's China. You then work in Canada, in Italy as well. So there's a difference in every country again that you visit, the art scene is very different. But I want to know here in Barbados, I mean, is there something that you can bring from all of those experiences to Barbados? You know, something you want to share with us? Like,
I think we need to have a little more focus on the art world here in Barbados. I know we're getting things going with Artists Alliance and then having galleries like Lime Grove and Brighton Storeroom and having these other outlets that display art. But if we have more of an art community, we'll be able to have people come in, be able to view art, interact with art, view images that are not only from Barbados but also represent the artist themselves, and be able to interact with the artists, be able to interact with art itself. And that's something that I know we've been lacking, but I do notice that we are working on that and making more of a name for ourselves here locally in our community and giving everyone the opportunity to display themselves and their creative talents, as well as highlight the island in many visual ways.
wow. So is that something you think that you'd be a part of? Get asked? I don't know.
Oh yes, definitely, definitely. I would always love to be a part of a show here locally.
Right. So the response in Barbados with your pieces, how was that?
I find that I've had a lot of really good response here. I even had some artist talks through Fresh Milk Barbados where I've had to showcase my work to some visitors that they've had, and that went well as showing locally in the gallery here with Anita Comachong in Lime Grove Gallery, and had some really good response to my pieces, to my work. Great interactions. Also was nice meeting other artists, especially established artists who've been working within this industry for more than 20 years and can lend their experience and their expertise on how to make it within our local community and be able to transcend our local community and make it internationally. So I've had a lot of great response to my work. People seem to be interested in it. People seem to be interested in hearing my voice, seeing my pieces, and questioning me and what I have to say, as well as being able to have a response to it on their own. So that's been going really well.
Congratulations with that for sure. I mean, the
Thank
experience of
you.
being able to have a conversation with the artist, you know, it always makes such a difference, right? It becomes like a story piece. You take it to your house, you can actually say, oh, wow, so I had a conversation with the artist. You know what I mean? Yeah, for sure. So before you go, do you have any advice for, again, anyone that's looking to get into this? It doesn't have to be someone necessarily who is young and coming up, you know. It could be somebody who decided, you know what, I need a career change. I'm just not taking this right now. You know what I mean? Just any sort of advice whatsoever.
Take the photo. Just take the photo no matter what. No matter what device you're using, even phones today print at very large sizes. Take the photo and submit your work. Submit locally, submit internationally. Just make sure that you focus on your composition, your subject matter, and always add a little story to it. People love things that reek with passion. So just make sure you stay focused. Focus your work on the things that you're interested in and submit. Get yourself out there, have yourself be seen, and make sure that people know your voice and your story through your work.
Wow, fantastic. Well said. You know, again, congratulations with everything that you're doing. I just, out of curiosity, I want to know, having a social media presence makes a difference with your line of work?
Oh, yes, definitely. I find it's a visual portfolio. It's much easier at this stage to just show someone your social media, show them what you're interested in, what you produce, versus having to go get things printed and put them in a little black book and show them that physical portfolio. So definitely being able to keep up with your social media and provide content that people want to see, or at least content that you want people to see, definitely helps take you a long way.
I was curious to know because I know I can't remember the name of the artist. I was having a conversation. They were saying that this particular artist has no online presence, none whatsoever. So I just, out of curiosity, I just want to know if it's like, you know, different. But it does make sense. I get you. Thank you
Yeah,
very much.
definitely. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much for stopping by. We really do appreciate it. And again, thank you for the advice. Again, stay focused. I remember her saying that. Stay focused. All right. So all the best with everything, and we're so looking forward to seeing your pieces. And please let us know in the comment section your social media handles where we can find your work, you know, so we can get everyone on live to come on over and follow you. And again, thank you so much for stopping by. Before you go, I just had a thought. Do you have any of your pieces close by?
I do have one. Let me get it right there. Actually, you can see it right there in the corner. Let me see if I can get it and bring it closer.
Yes. I want to see.
This is a shell I took 10 years ago.
It's a shell. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. That is gorgeous. Wow. Okay. Who knew, right? It's a shell, Margaret. See that?
Yeah.
So lovely. Wow. Nice. You see, we got to see some of the work. Wonderful. So again, I want to thank you so much for stopping by. Out of the busy schedule to have this conversation with us and to share your story. We always love having interesting people stop by on the show. So again, all the best, and remember that it's all we can find you online. You know, we can find you.
Will do.
Yes.
Thank you.
Have a great evening. You're welcome. Wow. Such an interesting conversation, right? Look at that. All sorts of art all across the world. There is hope after all. There is hope for us after all. Okay, guys, you know how this works. We're going to upload this video. Yes, we are. And we're going to be back with you guys, okay? I'm looking. Yes, we're going to be back with you guys. Right, Mark is going to do that, okay? So again, Kadiejra O'Neal, thank you so much for stopping by. So like I said before, we're going to upload this video and we're going to be back, all right? We're going to be chatting with the music man himself, self-taught guitar player. Oh my God, Chris Goodrich? He's going to be up next? Yeah. Okay, he's going to be back. Mark